Sausage. Oh my God. The random words and phrases that Corey gives me to remind me of different stories I need to update you guys on is wild. So there is a story I need to lay out here. And it's important that I get your opinion on this. Listen, I think this is a language barrier thing between me and Corey, because if you don't know, Corey is, well, my boyfriend, and also he speaks French. Like he grew up with like very much French and English happens at the same time in his brain. Like, it's not like he was French first and then English. It was like, it's like I'm trying to explain. Anyways, he's fluent in both languages. He thinks in both languages. And so sometimes I think there's a little bit of like a language barrier, and it's very rare because he's just very American and very English speaking. And, it's like rare to find these little things where there seems to be something happening there that doesn't, whatever. It's not he's got like, he doesn't have a French accent. No, it's okay. So this lore has kind of been brewing for a while. Exactly, Mel. This lore has been brewing for a while because I remember, well, this is my POV. This is my version of the story. But I don't know, maybe, Corey, it's possible that these people, that everyone in chat right now are going to be like, oh no, I say it the same way as Corey. And then what if it's just my family that says it this way? You know what I mean? I don't know. He doesn't say sausage weird. Okay, so if I were to ask you guys, do you want me to make you a hot dog for lunch? Hey, do you want a hot dog? What would you take that to mean? What would you think I was about to serve up on a plate for you if I said, hey, do you want a hot dog? Hi, Strong. I'm doing pretty good, Strong. I hope you're doing good. I would think a sausage in a bun. What kind of sausage? Okay, sausage in a bun is a great start. A hot dog. What is a sausage in a bun. Okay, what is a hot dog to you? Like, if I'm offering you a hot dog for lunch, what does that literally mean? What else could it mean? Like a regular, but what is this is going to be so hard. But Jared, what is a regular hot dog to you? A pork tube in a bun. Okay, got it. So also in a bun. A hot dog sausage is specific, but here it can be any sausage. That opened up a whole new avenue, Rowan, what you just said. That's a whole new avenue right there. I think a hot dog sausage is very different from a sausage, but I think it might be a spiced. Right, like, if you referred to something as just a sausage by me, I'd be like, what kind? I would have to ask what kind, because there's a lot of different types of sausage. If you told me, do you want me to make you a hot dog? Yes, I would also assume, yeah, I'm referring to Frankfurters, Mel. But like on the packaging, it just says hot dog. I mean, in a smaller word, it might say Frankfurters, and the most difference in packaging you'll see, at least where I live in America, is like hot dogs, all beef. Like, it might specify all beef, as opposed to the usual like pork slop type of hot dog. But anyways, long story short, okay? A lot of you guys are agreeing with me 100% in one aspect, but there's one aspect that might be up for debate here. A couple of months back, I asked Corey, do you want me to make a hot dog for you, like for lunch or dinner or something? Like, do you want me to make a hot dog? And he was like, well, I don't just want a hot dog like with no bun. And I was like, why would I make you just a hot dog with no bun? Like a hot dog, if I ask you if you want a hot dog for a meal, of course I'm going to put it in a bun. And he thought, so when I said hot dog in the context of that sentence, he thought that I was just talking about only the meat. And I was like, yeah, no, when I say that, I'm yes. Like the bun, if you want anything extra on it, like you have to give the context of the whole conversation that you had with me, which led to that statement. I don't know what you're talking about. From months ago? There was context from months ago that led to that statement, or are you talking about last night? He thought you were just going to put a sausage on a plate? Yeah. Yes. Oh, you're talking about last night. How did it even come up last night? I can't even remember. The conversation we had about hot dogs last night lasted probably a good 30 minutes. No? Not last night? I don't remember the months ago context. I just remember asking if you wanted a hot dog and you said, I don't want it without a bun. And I was like, why would I do that? Why would I give you just a plain hot dog without a bun? If you had said hot dog sausage, I'd understand. So Rowan, where are you from specifically? Are you just UK? The whole conversation about how a hot dog is just a sausage, hence why I said I didn't just want that. No, but you're misunderstanding, Corey. We have different memories of this, because I would never say that the word hot dog only always refers to only the sausage. I didn't say that, but somehow he thought that I said that. For some reason, he took that to me, and he knows that he misunderstood, especially because last night after you said it again last night. No, I didn't. Are you serious? No, I didn't. Last night we had this long-ass conversation of me explaining the nuance of what hot dog means in context in a sentence. And then at the end I was like, okay, so if I ask, what do you want a hot dog for dinner? He was like, I'm so sorry, Nadim. And he was like, well, now that we talked about it, now I know that it just means the sausage. And I was like, no! We just talked for 45 minutes and you took the exact opposite of what I said. So then I was like writing out different sentences and I was like, okay, what does this mean? A hot dog is the whole package. That's what I've been saying since day one. Yes, it is. So we agree. So what are we even arguing about? You clearly, at one point, you just misunderstood me, because my whole life, the hot dog is the whole package as well. I would not say otherwise. You just misunderstood me at some point until you said, get up. Oh, but then he got confused when I said, okay, can you pick up hot dogs at the store? Okay, so then I was writing out different sentences and I was like, what do I mean if I say this? And I was like, okay, will you pick up hot dogs at the store? And he was like, well, I would need to ask if you also mean buns. No. If I also need buns, I would specify, can you pick up hot dogs and hot dog buns at the store? A sausage ain't a hot dog. But I'll be right back. I'm back. Listen. We have a package of hot dogs here. Now, these have cheese in it. So what are they called? Stuffed dogs. Stuffed dogs. Now, if I said, hey, A package of Do you see the word sausage anywhere on here? Do you see the word sausage on here? We all understand that this is a type of sausage, but this is literally called stuffed dogs. I'm with Corey here. I don't even know what I'm fighting about right now, so how can you be on his side? This is sausages. But if I said, hey, can you go pick up stuffed dogs at the store? Would you then have to ask, do you also mean the buns? A hot dog includes a bun. This is what we all agree on. Corey and I, everyone. The dogs are just the meat. Yes. Yes, that's what I'm saying. These are sausages, yes, but they are not called sausages. I can refer to them as dogs. I can refer to them as hot dogs. And then he pulls out the phrase hot dog sausage. And I said, if you ever say, can I get a hot dog sausage at my house, at my family's house, they will be so confused. This is a hot dog. You can use the phrase hot dog with only sausage context or also with the bun context. You can use it in both contexts. You just have to know the context. This is a type of sausage, Caitlin Marie. This is a type of sausage. What the hell? Oh, he also calls it a cheese dog. This is a type of sausage. Caitlin's going with option 3 here. That's like, this is a hot dog, but it's a type of sausage, but no one calls it a sausage because who freaking calls a hot dog a sausage? It's not. It's just called a hot dog. What about frankfurters? Frankfurters are hot dogs. They are technically I'm not talking about literal definitions here. I'm talking about like the English language and how people speak to each other. We know this is a very processed type of sausage, okay? It's a slop sausage. We refer to it as a hot dog. And all I'm trying to say here is that the phrase hot dog sausage is not used in American English. It's just not, I'm talking about vernacular. It's hot dog sausage is not used in American English. It's just, you just say hot dog. And the context of what you say when you refer to a hot dog is what adds meaning to that word. So I was playing like little sentence games with Corey last night, and I was like, okay, what if I say, hey, we're gonna throw some hot dogs on the grill? What does that mean? And obviously, of course, then Corey had to be like, well, is he putting the bunned hot dogs on the grill? I don't know. He could be. You could do that. And I was like, no. Because like if we were doing that would be a special thing. That would be like I think I'm gonna throw the buns on the grill too with the hot dogs. You would specify that. But if someone just says, hey, I'm gonna throw some hot dogs on the grill, you can just assume that they're just talking about the meat. You can. Hot dog pudding? What are you talking about? Hot dog pudding? What are you talking about? People are arguing while also agreeing. This is why me and Corey talked for 40 minutes last night about this topic, because we kept on agreeing and arguing with each other at the same time. Yes, Caitlin, if I say I'm throwing some hot dogs on the grill, the assumption there is only meat. Danny, where are you from? I don't even know what Mel and Danny said that Corey is agreeing to, but I know Mel's in the EU, and now I'm curious about if Danny is. Someone get this. I put red string up real quick. If I were to say, can you pick up hot dogs at the store? You're from Mexico. Oh my God, another out of America. Or I guess the States. I'm on Cass's side on this one. Hot dog, the served dish, and hot dog, the component of the dish, are different. They're different, but They are the same word in American English. Like I'm going to put hot dogs in the mac and cheese. Yeah, if I were to say I'm going to put some hot dogs in the mac and cheese, the assumption there is not that I'm going to cut up bunned hot dogs and put that in the mac and cheese. The assumption, the context there is that I'm just going to take the meat hot dog and cut it up into the mac and cheese. If I say I'm craving a hot dog, well, how do I eat hot dogs? On a bun. So you're gonna assume that I'm talking about just a hot dog on a bun. When you go to a ballpark game and you ask, hey, can I get a hot dog? They aren't throwing just a solo piece of meat at you. You know what you're asking for. You're asking for a hot dog on a bun, but you don't say, can I have a hot dog on a bun? You just say, can I have a hot dog? But, yeah, if I ask you, like, if you're going to the store and you go, and I ask you to pick up hot dogs, if I need the buns, I'll specify that separately. So this was like a whole rabbit hole that we went down last night. And my favorite part was after the 30 minutes when I asked him, okay, so what does it mean if I say this? He said the opposite thing and took the complete opposite thing of what I was saying the entire time. So, yeah. But we're on the same page now. It's all about context. I think we are all on the same page. If you ask someone selling hot dogs, can I have a hot dog on a bun? They would look at you like you were dumb. Right. And I think here it is a language thing with Corey's case, at least, because there's like, is there a word for hot dog in French? Basically, like everything in French he was saying is like a blank type of, I don't know. I'm not going to get into the French side of this because that's a whole separate thing. Caitlin said he might have been right. What the fuck does she mean by that? What? A hot dog is a hot dog. Yeah. It all just comes down to context. Liz bringing this back. Are regular Cheerios the Honey Nut Cheerios? To me, if I ask for regular Cheerios, it means Honey Nut. But I take the L on that one because I can see how that can mean something different to everyone. That's a family thing. Where in my family, regular Cheerios, standard Cheerios are Honey Nut Cheerios. I think that's just me and my family growing up talking a certain way to each other. And I can see how anyone can misinterpret what I mean by regular Cheerios, aka Corey, who came back with like the unflavored, like boring Cheerios, you know? A hot dog is always a hot dog. A sausage is not a hot dog. Yes. Well, yes. Thank you, Alex. No, it doesn't. Caitlin just screamed, no, it doesn't. What doesn't? What doesn't? What? What did I say now? There's in-family slang. Yes. So that's what regular Cheerios is. In my family, it's like in-family slang. We all know what it means, but I get that, you know, regular Cheerios might just mean the plain Cheerios to someone else. Anyways, I'm going to go put the stuffed dogs back in the fridge, and then we're going to get back and we're going to get started on True Colors. Bro, who said that? You're proving my point. She said something about how she has celiac, so she gets hot dogs without the buns. Yes, that's still a hot dog. A hot dog without a bun is still just a hot dog. But when you go to a restaurant, you have to say, hey, can I please get a hot dog without the bun? You have to specify without the bun because the bun is separate. The standard hot dog, when you order it or when you want it for a meal, it always comes with a bun. I'm so excited for True Colors. I'm so excited for True Colors. I hope it doesn't piss me off like Life is Strange 2. Because I'm already too riled up. I had a conversation with Corey the other day about how I want to like provide myself as like a cozy, calm, collected streamer. And we're off to a really, really good start. We're off to a really good start. So I've never seen anyone show so much passion about hot dogs. I don't even have passion about hot dogs. I have passion about, like, language, like English, and, like, what different meanings you can make from different contexts and different words and all of that. All right. Oh my. Okay, I just dropped my phone. I'm telling you, when I have my new background set up, it's going to be so cozy. Thank you, Frau. I do need to breathe. It's going to be so cozy. And, well, etymology is the origin of words and like the evolution, I guess. So in a way, it's etymology because of the revolution of how we use hot dog in context and language and sentences, you know. I do love me some etymology. But when I get my new background, it's going to be so cozy and calm and clean, and I'm going to be born anew. Okay? What color are hot dogs? It depends. There are different types of hot dogs. I prefer all beef hot dogs. I don't like the pork slop hot dogs, which are like pink. I like a brown hot dog because it's all beef. So, yeah, but anyways, starting now, I'm gonna be just like the coziest, calmest, chillest, vibiest streamer you ever did meet. That was a minor setback. Today was just a little minor setback. Caitlin. I'm opening the game. I don't know anything about True Colors. Oh my god, other than the fact that it's really loud in my ears right now. Whoa. You know what I think I'm gonna do tonight though? Literally the best gift Caitlin ever gave me was the knowledge that you can make very easily. You can make homemade chili nachos. Wieners are better. Did you know it says wieners on that package that I had? That processed ass cheese instilled cheese dog package. It used the word wiener in the ingredients, and I was like, I don't think you can call yourself that because that's just not what you are. That's not what you are. I know a wiener when I see one, and you are not one. What, Mikey? No, I'm not going to be rage baited anymore. I'm going to take a deep breath. I don't call it wiener. I mean, I don't think it's weird if someone else does, but I just call it a hot dog. You know? Okay. What is Caitlin? What are you talking about, Caitlin? Wieners are different. What are you talking about? 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 What's a wiener to you? Why is it different? How do you categorize a wiener? I've seen wieners be referred to more as far as like the all beef context. I've seen an all beef dog a wiener has sauce. You can put sauce on anything, Caitlin. No, I might need to time her out. No. All right, I'm Googling this. She's talking about something. Wiener with sauce? Typically refers to styles of hot dogs. Oh, so it's a type of hot dog. With meat sauces such as Rhode Island hot wiener or the Texas wiener. So Rhode Island hot wiener sauce is a distinct non-chili meat sauce made with ground beef, spices, cinnamon, chili powder, onions, celery, salt. Complete preparation involves a small, thin hot dog in a steamed bun topped with yellow mustard, meat sauce, chopped onions, and celery salt. So the wiener that she's talking about is a subset of a hot dog. It always comes back to a hot dog. Okay? Everything is a hot dog. You know that one Jenna Marbles video where she's like, everything is glue? That's a deep cut. I hope someone relates and knows what I'm talking about, but that's what my brain feels like. In my brain, it feels like everything is hot dog. Everything is hot. This is a hot dog. This is a hot dog. I'm a hot dog. You're a hot dog. Everything is hot dog. Hey, Awful. Haven't seen you in a minute. Caitlin did a victory dance. Let her do her dance. I'm happy she's happy. Okay. Hot dog. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Okay, I can't go down this path anymore. I can't go down this path. No, we're done talking about hot dog stuff.